Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Drawing Habit. This is Pearson here, and it is day 509. Let's start scribbling, man. Um, welcome. Anything going on? Oh, man, doing well tonight. It's late night. I'm gonna be doing about some gesture drawings. Yeah, just keeping it up, keeping it real, keeping it classy, keeping it easy. So here we are today, doing a live stream, doing some gesture drawing. I think I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use like this. I'm going to use this like it's a like a box shaped brush, something I've never really done before, and I'm going to try it out. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and do some figure drawings, shall we? We're going to do like 10 3-minute gesture drawings, figure drawings, and we're going to call it a day after that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That is what I am going to do. One second. Hello. Let's get started. I didn't like the setting. All right, let's go ahead. A 3-minute drawings. Skip that one. Okay, here we go. Using a block-like brush, right? So it's been a while, obviously. I don't know if I like this block brush, so I'm going to play around with it. It's been a while since I've done doing a live stream, about like 3 or 4 days, and I don't know. I have some things I want to talk about. I've been really busy, as all of us have been, right? We're all grinding away every day, right? But like I've been in a kind of like a what's it called? What'd you call it? Like a conundrum or I've been thinking a lot. Not really. A what is the word? I'm losing sight of it. Like a spiritual conundrum where I've been kind of like, what have I been like? I have been struggling to maintain a consistent live stream habit, and it was lost upon me. I've been talking to many of my colleagues and friends and then telling them my situation and trying to make sense of what happened, is like, why have I kind of like dropped off the radar regarding these live streams? And a part of it was the not necessarily lack of motivation, but like I stopped having a goal. Like when I started these live streams, the goal was to maintain a daily live stream at 100-day increments. And I thought that would be a very feasible goal. And when I stopped the 100-day increments after doing 500 days, I was like, I thought in my mind's eye, I thought that I would continue that trend, but it turned out that that was not the case. What actually happened, oh my gosh, this is going to be was going to be a good drawing too. What actually happened is I started to get into old negative habits, like staying up late. I don't know, just a lot of old negative habits, and it it was very counterproductive. And I've been trying to get out of that, that like mind, like that like mental space. And it's been very hard. And I think I'm now at the point where I can kind of get close to where I'm at. And what generally dictates whether or not I do a live stream is pretty much how much energy I have at the night. If I'm like, if I do a live stream tonight, I might not have energy to do it tomorrow. If I do a live stream, if I don't do the live stream tomorrow, I might have the energy to do the live stream the next day. It's really based upon how much energy I have available to me, you know, because I almost don't have the time to do these. I was talking to a coworker of mine, telling him, because he's known that I've been doing these live streams forever, and he asked me how many I did straight. I was like, I did like 500 days straight, or as straight as possible that someone could do when they're going on vacations or not going on vacations, but going out of town, right? As consistent as you could be. And I just, after I did that 500 days, I was like, I'm done. Like, I need a break. You know, it was a lot of work to maintain that consistent drawing, you know. And it was just very like mentally demanding. So what dictates whether I know or not I do these live streams is basically energy levels. Because, let me backtrack. The reason why I didn't do, I was talking to him about like my live streams, and he made the pretty much astute observation, like literally I run out of time to do the live stream, because I can only do them for the most part. Sometimes I can snag a few an hour during the day, right? But for the most part, I have to do it at the end of the day, you know, like at the end of the day, like foot in the bed and so forth. But I can't do it during the day. It's very difficult. I like those feet that I made there. Now I don't have her arms, but it's very difficult to do the live streams during the day. Very difficult. So they usually end up being done at the very end of the night, and it's all predicated upon whether or not I have the energy to, whether or not I have the sleep to do the live streams. And I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of like trying to justify why I'm not as consistent as I could be, or as I should be, or as I'd like to be. I guess that would be a better answer. Like, I would like to be more consistent with my live streams, but I just can't. So the title of this live stream is Become an Art Machine, you know, and I actually teach art. I don't know if I'm particularly like highly qualified to teach art. I'm better than the average person with regards to drawing, you know. Does that make me qualified to teach art? I don't know. I see a lot of instructors who are probably more qualified than me, skill wise, and just the ability to express their ideas. Me, I fumble a lot, and that's okay. But so I teach art. I teach drawing right now. And I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. I need to kind of sit down and think about like what I could be doing better. But I'm teaching drawing. I was having a talk with a student. I was trying to get him to understand that like you're going to be doing art all your life, or if you are really committed, if this is what you want to pursue, you're going to be doing art all your life to some degree, in some form or another. And there's going to be a time where it's not always going to be entertaining. It's not always going to be like this like flowers and sunshine type thing, you know. It will be boring, you know, and it's sometimes going to be stuff that you don't want to do. Like, I get it, man. I was in college. I didn't want to do still lifes. But let me tell you, dude, I would, if I, like, I would be, right now, if I had the time, I would be doing still lifes all day, every day. But I don't have 3 hours and I don't have the space to make up a still life. Like, yeah, I don't have it. Like, I would be on that, like flies on poop, you know. I would so be into that right now, you know. I could definitely draw all day if I had the opportunity. So anyways, I was trying to like get him to understand that, like, you're going to be doing drawings that you're not necessarily going to be enjoying. Like, you're not going to always enjoy these things. And I was saying, like, when you finish a drawing, or you get to the point in your drawing and you don't like it, or you feel that you're done in the drawing class, start another one. Start another drawing. Like, start another drawing, and if you feel that you're done, start another drawing. Just do another one, do another one, do another one. Do as many as you can in the allotted time frame. Make it a game. Like, make it like a challenge. Like, make it a challenge. Like, you did 2 drawings last class, next class you try to do 3. You did 3 drawings last class, next class you try to do 4, you know. Or you got 4 really good sketches, next class you want to do 5, you know. But like, I get it. When you do go into an art class, like a fine art class, you're not used to this idea of drawing still lifes. You know, it's not a thing that many teenagers or 18-year-olds just do. They like very. It's not something that they do right off. Like, I think it's a lost art these days. I think because with technology, cartoons, manga, anime, right? All that stuff has essentially become the new fine art. And a lot of those artists are fine artists. They do know how to draw academically to some degree, or at least I think a lot of them do, you know. And you'll get people saying don't go to art school and all that kind of stuff, and I can agree to that to some degree. Like, some things, you know, I think art school, or like learning school, going to school for art, is, unless it's for like graphic design, I don't think it's really a good idea. I'm just saying that. Like, I think pursuing fine art is a very, very hard thing to pursue. Maybe not so much nowadays, or nowadays, especially if you're young and you really understand art algorithms, or like Instagram and social media. But if you're not that savvy with that stuff, you know, it's a hard thing to pursue. But anyways, I was trying to articulate to the young man, like, listen, you just got to keep drawing. Like, draw the entire time. I will appreciate you more than ever. I don't care if the drawings suck. I don't care. We all have to start somewhere. We all do. I would rather see you have 50 really bad drawings than 1 bad drawing. You know? Because if you have 50 really bad drawings, out of those 50, there's going to be some growth. Like it's almost guaranteed. Like you're gonna grow some way. You're gonna get better in some form. It may not be in the area that you are looking for, but you're gonna grow. Maybe your drawing speed gets better. Maybe your line quality improves. Maybe you're able to see the still life better. Maybe you're just able to draw the things quicker. Who knows? Who knows? But doing one drawing in the class is not. It just doesn't work that way. Like it is a numbers game. And I'll admit there are some people that are able to draw 1/10 the amount of an average person and become super skilled really quickly. And they're called what I like to call art freaks. They're like the bodybuilders of the art world, where uh, a bodybuilder can literally just stare at a weight and gain muscle, where the average person is going to have to lift that weight to failure. You know, like these artists can like literally just look at art, look at someone's art and like copy it, and they don't even know how they're able to do it. They're just able to do it. Don't listen to them. You know, unless you might be that person. Great, I am happy for you. But a lot of people aren't, man, aren't. And you know, there's a reason why you're in this class, man. You got to draw. And I am not dogging you. I'm not dogging you, right? I'm just saying that it takes time, and it's going to take a lot of repetition. It's going to be repetition. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's how it is in art. Again, all these artists are only showing their perfect work every day. They're like creme de la creme. They're not showing them like throwing the paper on the wall or whatever it is. You know, they're being disingenuous. I think I'm probably more honest with my art than anything. Like I'll show you all my bad work, and for the most part, a lot of these live streams have been pretty bad. Like I've had some pretty bad drawings made in my live streams, so I get it. So you just got to be like a machine. You got to separate yourself from the feeling from drawing, the feeling of drawing. Like some days you're going to be drawing and nothing's going to come from it. It's all going to be garbage. And then other days it's just going to be flowing out of you. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's just everything you're doing just is your brain synapses are firing. Everything's going on all cylinders and you're just drawing like a maniac, and it's just amazing work. And then there's going to be days you're like, what is this garbage coming out of my hand? Like, what is this garbage coming out of my hand? And that's okay. It's the act of doing that is what you need to be focusing on, you know? And I think we overly complicate things. You know, we want skills to be acquired with minimal effort, and I really wish that was the case. I wish that was the case, right? Like I wish you could, like, if you wanted to get lots of muscle, all you had to do like one set of squats a month, and then you gain like 20 pounds of muscle. I wish it was like that. That would be amazing and make my life easier. And I wish, like, if you want to be a great artist, all it would take is like one day a month of you just drawing the figure, and every time you did that, you'd get better by 5 times better, you know, without actually having to study. Like without studying anything. Like I wish it was like that, you know. I really do. But actually, I don't know. Like I don't know if I necessarily wish it was always like that, because I think there is something to be said with the struggle, like the struggle of like art, the artist struggle, where you are this one's kind of difficult for some reason. You're I don't know, this one's a wash. Let's see. You are not moving in the direction or as quickly in the direction that you want, and you're getting impatient. And I've been there. I've been impatient before. You know, I've been impatient. I've been in that headspace, and that was mostly when I was younger, um, where I just, I wanted to be good at drawing, and I wanted to be good at drawing now, and I didn't want to put the time into it. And I've been there. I've done it. I wish, when I reflect upon it, I wish I just had been how I am like right now. Like I would just draw, you know, spend hours a day drawing. I wish I did that when I was younger, because I had a lot of free time that I squandered on stupid just stuff, going to bars, hanging out with friends at bars, waiting for the weekend to occur. I wish I had just said, you know what, sorry guys, I got to go draw tonight. I don't need to go to the bar, type of thing. Right? Oh, this is bad too. I think, oh gosh, no wonder it's bad. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. It's a back pose. Her hands are kind of reaching over here. I didn't give her like enough forearm to reach across her waist. Let's skip this one. I don't like that one. I'm going to skip that one. I don't like laying down poses. But yeah, I've been there, man, and I wish I had not done that. I would have been a much better situation. But when you're young, you think you have more time than you have, and or whatever. Or maybe also, I think one of the reasons why is I had the unfortunate luck of, after I graduated, I just didn't land a job that was related in the art field, and I was doing manual labor. Like I was blue collar work, and I was so tired when I got home. I was tired all week. After I worked, I was tired, and I didn't have the energy. And if I look back, I could say to myself, you know what, you had the energy. You just didn't want to do that. You wanted to kind of I don't know what I was doing. I definitely wasn't using my time effectively. I was young, and I was waiting for the weekend to happen, and because I didn't have anything better to do. I was working in these manual labor jobs, and I was just beat. My body was fatigued, and I just needed those extra days to just repair my body. I was so fatigued from it all, and I just couldn't do anything. Now I say that in the mentality that I could, at the time, I believed I didn't have the energy. I probably could have I kind of like this pencil brush here. What's it called? What could I have done? Anyways, I probably could have mustered up the energy to do the work required. But I was really not doing much work, because at the time I was making excuses for myself. At the time I was like, I don't have a studio space. I really didn't have a place to kind of do work. And whenever I try to do work, it just end up being really messy in the areas that I shouldn't have been doing the work in. And yeah, I should have thought of something. I don't know. I was just making excuses for myself in the end, when I could have done something with it. I could have done something for myself, but I didn't. And I'm gonna have to just accept that, as a life mistake. And that's okay. I've kind of accepted it, and I'm not. It's not bad. I don't really I don't know. I don't really think about it anymore. Not like I could say like, oh, I don't think about it anymore because it brings up bad memories. Like, I don't know. I had some really good memories with that. Like, had a lot of fun times with my friends. Right? Stuff that you can't get back. You can't recreate. You know, like as a matter of fact, now I kind of yearn for the days where I could just go out and hang out with a friend and not worry about, oh, I have this responsibility that I have to do, right? I kind of yearn for those days, to some extent. Like, man, it'd be nice to be able to just get up and go out somewhere, but I really can't, for various reasons. So like, it's like, well, for one, like, who am I going to go out with? Like, there's no one. There's literally everyone else is in the same predicament that I'm in, So I'm not giving that knee a right. Anyways, but yeah, man, just become an art machine. Don't worry about. Okay, let's kind of backtrack with the term of what I picture an art machine to be. An art machine is a person that does their artwork and separates themselves emotionally, where they don't get bored over mundane things, because sometimes art can be very mundane. They just execute, and that's what they do. They just execute and keep drawing, and don't worry whether or not the drawing is good. They just keep working at it and get better as a result of all of this hard work, And so you want to kind of just, yeah, you want to become an art machine. You want to separate your logical self from separate your logical self and just start drawing. Just start drawing. Don't worry about comparing yourself to other artists. Don't worry about comparing yourself from the previous drawing. Don't say, oh, like, I did this drawing sucks, or I suck at this drawing. Just keep going, and you'll get there. All right. So I got one more drawing after this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do, as I said, I was just gonna do 10 drawings today. All I wanted to do was, as I said, I'm trying to find the time to do these lives, and the best time, the only time is really this time, is like nighttime, late at night, and I just don't like I don't like it, but it's one of those things you just have to do, As I said, I've been like unlucky in the sense that I've had to kind of like, I have to sacrifice like certain things in order to experience art the way that I like to experience it, and I think that's with a lot of artists too. Like, I think like I can't imagine what it is like for like an artist that lives in New York. Oh my gosh, if you're like a aspiring artist in New York, you're probably working 60, 70 hours just to make the ends meet and pay rent. And then all the other free time is spent working, like making art, That's what I imagine. Because I just like, you would have to literally work so long just to live in New York. And then you'd be able, like, then you'd spend all your available free time on the creation of artworks. That's what I think you would be doing. But man, like, if you're living in New York, you have to do a lot just to have a productive art career, or just not even, you don't even have to have a career, just like to have a productive art habit. You'd have to be sacrificing lots just to do it, because you'd be You'd be working to pay rent, and you'd be working. You'd have to stay up late to make the art, because if you're working 60, 70 hours to pay rent, where is the rest of the time? What are you doing with all your other time, right? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna have to spend time making the art. Art just doesn't come out of nowhere, right? You have to spend that time making the art, and that's gonna be all your other free time. You're not gonna be visiting friends. You're not gonna be, I don't know. You're not gonna be doing lots of things, you know. Anyways, this was actually going to be a pretty good doodle. That was going to be a good doodle, but I just didn't get it done. All right, so this is my last one. I'm going to call it a day. I'm thinking I'm going to sit down and watch a show before I go to bed, and yeah, just enjoy myself. But I think I'm going to start doing my live streams. I will do maybe once or twice a week a live stream that is an hour. But I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut my live streams back to 30 minutes to 40 minutes, just because most of them are going to be back at like late at night, like tonight. So they're just it's probably going to be back to the I'm going to be back at drawing the figure, simply because I think it's just nice to kind of practice sketching the figure, and you can never stop improving at drawing the figure. You can only move up at it, and by doing these live streams and doing the figure every time, you're just going to just improve. You're just going to be a machine, mechanical. You're going to separate yourself. This one's looking bad, by the way. Oh my gosh. Speaking of machines, her forearm looks like a machine, that's for sure. You got to become mechanical and separate your emotions, because there's going to be days that you don't want to draw or don't want to do the thing that you love doing. Like, I love drawing. I don't like drawing late at night. I don't. Like, it's late at night. Like, tomorrow's going to be pretty rough. Maybe. We'll see. So as you can see, I like to do like these like curvy linear lines to kind of express contour form sometime. She's supposed to have like a spear. Something like this. Hiya! I got a spear. I'm gonna poke you. Poke, poke, poke with my spear. Poke, poke. Poke, poke. No, and then her hip is popping forward a little bit right here. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's happening because there is like a leather thing covering her hip area, and so you're kind of stuck having to guess what's happening to her torso. But anyways, that is it. That is it for the day, right? And that was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these. These are pretty good. Put the timer off like this. But anyways, the next thing I want to start doing is I want to be doing these. My goal was to do one of the like 30 minutes of a figure drawing and then go back and do some portrait studies, or a long protracted portrait study. And so that might happen once or twice a week, depending on when if I have the energy or if I'm able to do these live streams earlier. Like on days like today, it's just going to be kind of like a figure drawing day, a figure drawing study day, where I just kind of like do just figure drawing. That one's pretty nice. Kind of like that one. And then on other days, it's going to be where I do a portrait. And then I think maybe I might start doing every Sunday one cactus. Maybe do another. Get back to drawing cactuses. I don't know. I'm all up in the air here. Whoa, that's in the frame. Let's move that out of the way. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching. By the way, if you have not followed my Instagram account, I am on a warpath to give away all my artwork. I'm supposed to make a drawing today, but I'm probably going to draw the winner tomorrow because I'm kind of tired. Actually, I might do it today. I don't know. We'll see. And draw the winner today or tomorrow for the art giveaway that I have going on. But I'm giving lots of art, so feel free to follow me on my Instagram account, and hopefully I'll see you soon on my next live stream. So I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you that spends time out of your day to hear me ramble and see me doodle, make randomly decent sketches. And I really do appreciate you. And don't forget to subscribe, and always feel free to ask me questions. I am more than happy to answer the questions at the end of the live stream, because I can't see the questions while I'm drawing. The window's pretty much covered up. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.